Hello friends, welcome to Tricks. In the last video, we learned about different kinds of majorities that are used in Indian Parliament. We also learned about the election process of the president. In this video, we will try to understand the impeachment process. Impeachment process is used for the removal of not only president but also for the removal of Supreme Court and High Court judges, Controller and Accountant General and Chief Election Commissioner. However, the removal process of Supreme Court and High Court judges, CAG and CEC are a bit different from that of the president. Here in this video, we will try to understand each one of them separately. First, impeachment of the President. The President of India can be removed from his post only for the violation of the Constitution. However, this phrase, violation of the Constitution, has not been defined in the Constitution specifically. So, it depends on the Parliament to decide what constitutes the violation of the Constitution. The process can be initiated in either of the House. First, it requires that 1/4 of the members of the House sign the charges, and these members are of that House which has framed the charges, and a 14 days notice is sent to the President. After this, the discussion starts in the Parliament, and if the House passes it by 2/3 majority of membership of that House, then it is sent to the other House, which then investigates. It is only in the next House that investigation begins. If the process has started in Lok Sabha, then Rajya Sabha investigates, and if the process has started in Rajya Sabha, then Lok Sabha investigates. In any of the case, President has a right to appear and to be represented. He has a right to present his case, present his argument, and if the other House also passes it by 2/3 majority, President stands removed. So this is the process of impeachment of the president. Regarding this majority, I have already discussed in the earlier video. Thus, this process is a quasi-judicial process. Two important facts here are that nominated members also participate in the impeachment process. We already learned that nominated members do not participate in the election of the president, but they do participate in the removal of the president. And next important thing is that there is no role of elected members of State Legislative Assembly of Delhi and Pondicherry or Puducherry, although they do participate in the election of the president. This was the impeachment process of the president. Let's have a look at the impeachment of judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Judges of Supreme Court and High Court can be removed on two grounds: proved misbehavior and incapacity. So the first difference is grounds of removal. The grounds of removal for president is only the violation of the Constitution. However, the grounds of removal of a Supreme Court judge and High Court is proved misbehavior and incapacity. Under Article 124 Clause 4, President can issue the removal order, but only when address is passed by the Parliament and presented to him. This address is basically a resolution passed by both the House with special majority. And what is this special majority? I have already discussed in my earlier video. Please find the link below. The special majority is majority of total membership and majority of 2/3 of the members present and voting. So this kind of special majority is required for the removal of the Supreme Court or High Court judge, while for the removal of the president, majority of 2/3 members of both the House is required. So this is the second difference between the impeachment process of a president and Supreme Court judges and High Court judges. This is the rule mentioned in the Constitution, but the process of removal of the Supreme Court judge and High Court is regulated by Judges Inquiry Act 1968. This is very important, and this makes the process similar to that of the president, only the number differs. Just like in case of president, where the charges are framed and that need to be signed by 1/4 of the members, in case of Supreme Court judges, first a motion is signed by 100 members in case of Lok Sabha and 50 members in case of Rajya Sabha, which is given to the speaker or chairman. Speaker or chairman can admit it or reject it. Once it is admitted, a committee is formed, and this committee consists of Chief Justice of Supreme Court, Chief Justice of a High Court, and a distinguished jurist. The three-member committee then looks at the case, and if the committee finds that the case can be taken up against the judge, then the House takes up the motion, and then this motion needs to be passed by the special majority, which I discussed here, majority of total membership and majority of 2/3 members of the House present and voting. And this special majority requires in both the houses and must be passed in a single session. If it fails to get passed in any of the house in the same session, then whole of the motion is dropped and it needs to be taken again from the very first step. Until now, no judge has been impeached. In 1991, a motion was initiated against Justice V. Ramaswamy, which got defeated when the Congress MPs abstained from voting and the motion got defeated. Again, impeachment process was initiated against Justice P. Dinakaran and Soumitra Sen, but none of them was impeached. They resigned from their posts. So this was the impeachment process of the judges of Supreme Court. Same process applies for the judges of High Court and for the removal of CAG and Chief Election Commissioner. Hope you understood the impeachment process of both the President and the Supreme Court and High Court judges. I will be making similar videos. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.